In this video, I explain how to install SUSE Linux operating system in VMware Workstation. First of all, open browser, any browser your wish. First of all, you open browser and go to the website. So for example, here is their website is there. So this is the website suse.sap.com/download/sles. So that is the website. Enter. Here releases is there. So we are installing 16 SUSE Linux 16 latest version for SAP software installation purpose. We are installing this operating system. Okay, so scroll down. Which file we want to download? Here so many files is there. Which file we want to download means this file only. SLES 16 full x86 64 gm install.ixo. This file only. After we downloaded, we got this file as 9 GB, 9.5 GB like that. So it is ISO file. After you download that file, you got single file only. You keep that file in your system. Now, I double click this PC. Here in my F drive, 931 GB free of 931 GB is there. So here, for what purpose I am installing that SUSE Linux operating system? I want to install SAP S/4HANA 2025 in that SUSE Linux operating system. For that purpose, I am going to install SUSE Linux operating system. So for SAP software installation purpose, in which drive you are installing, you want to check that drive is NTFS drive or not. For example, this is my external hard disk. I select my external hard disk, right click and click properties. Here, file system is exFAT. That means this is not NTFS drive. So it is not NTFS drive means in my external hard disk is not possible to install SAP software. It is not supported. Why? In NTFS drive, some external hard disk NTFS drive is there. In that hard disk is supported. Which drive you have NTFS? In that drive only SAP software installation is possible. Now I select my F drive, right click and click properties. Here file system NTFS. So in this drive, SAP software installation is possible. So double click here. So here I'm creating one folder. I put folder name as S4T. Any name you wish. I just create one folder. I keep folder name as S4T and close this folder. Now double click VMware Workstation shortcut icon. Now click here, create a new virtual machine. Suppose you did not get this screen, means click File and click New Virtual Machine or use Ctrl+N shortcut key on your keyboard. So click Create a New Virtual Machine. Here, when you're installing first time in your system, you are installing first time means you got like this, typical, recommended, custom like that. Here, always we want to select custom. Custom means manual settings, typical means default settings and click Next. Here, no need to change anything. Click Next. Here, I already installed. That's why they show this information here. Select this one and click here and press backspace on your keyboard and select this one. Actually, when you're installing first time, they show like this. When you're installing first time, they show like this. This is empty. You want to make this one is empty. And here we want to select, I will install the operating system later and click Next. Here, when you installing first time, we got like this. Guest operating system is Microsoft Windows and version is Windows 10 x64. So this is the options we get when we install first time. Here we are installing SUSE Linux OS. SUSE Linux owner is Linux. Here select Linux and version and click this drop down box and select here SUSE Linux Enterprise 16 64-bit. So there we select SUSE Linux. There we select SUSE Linux Enterprise 16 64-bit and click Next. Here title, virtual machine name, at what name you provide. They're asking me, you use default name or any other name you provide. I am providing S4T. And location, where you want to store these files. Click Browse. In F drive, I created folder. In F drive, I select that folder and click OK. So in that folder, files will be stored. Present in F drive, this folder is empty. Click next here. Here, process. You put mouse here, right click and click task manager. Here, click this one, performance. Here, sockets. Two sockets is there. Two sockets means in my system, I have two processors available. So here, how many processors you want to provide for this virtual machine? They asking you, I provide two. And number of core for process here, in my system, 12 cores is there. 12 cores is there. So here, suppose I provide 16 means we got error. Because that much cores in my system I don't have. 32 means we got error. So virtual machine also will not support more cores. So I provide 4, okay. So I'm providing total 12. So here you provide half of the RAM, half of the cores like that. Okay, click next. Here RAM, how much RAM you want to provide for this virtual machine? So here maximum 128 GB is there. I selected 128 GB and click next and select use bridge networking and click next, click next, click next, click next. Maximum hard disk size. How much hard disk size? Here 930 free space is there. Okay, I'm providing here 900 GB. 900 GB. And select here store virtual disk as a single file and click next. Click next. Is there any changes means change here? Suppose there is no changes means finally click finish. Now here, close this home. Click here to close home and right click and click remove and click remove and close. So why I'm removing means I want to show how to increase RAM also. Now I'm opening this one. Here, this is one website I go to there. So I want to 256 GB RAM. I want to provide 256 GB RAM. This is the one I'm selecting. Okay, now this PC in F drive, double click S40 folder. Now files is there. Select this file, right click and click edit in notepad. Scroll down. Here is that mem size. Mem size means memory size. Here 128 GB is there. Here I am providing that one. Click file, save and close this one. Now, once again, double click this one. Now here you saw, now 256 GB RAM. Okay, finally, click CD or DVD setup. So when you installing first time, I already selected. That's why they show here. So click here, press backspace. When you installing first time, you got like this. Select here, use ISO image file and click browse and provide that downloaded file. In my D drive, I put that file and provide that downloaded file. This is the file. 9.39 GB. Double click. Single file only. And click OK. So everything is ready. Now this is the full screen. Now everything is ready to start the installing. So I'm installing SUSE Linux 16 operating system in VMware Workstation for installing SAP software purpose. So now click here, power on this virtual machine. With mouse click here, use down arrow, select that install SUSE LSC and press enter key on keyboard. You want to do fastly that one. Here two options is there. SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 16.0, SUSE Linux Enterprise Server for SAP Application 16.0. So I want to install SAP software. For that purpose only, I'm installing this SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 16. That's why select this one and select this one, license agreement, and click select. Now here, overview, click here host name. You want to provide static host name is select and provide. When we select and provide, I'm not providing host name. Now select, click here registration. So we have register code means you provide register code. I don't have any register code. And click here localization. Here language, my language English United States, my keyboard also English US. Time zone, here Europe is there, but that is not my time zone. Who are using in India, who are in India, who want to install means click here change, click change. Scroll down in this list. Depending on your country, you want to select your time zone. So I am from India, that's why I'm selecting my time zone. Asia, Kolkata. Indian time zone is Asia, Kolkata, and click select. So depending on your country, you want to select time zone. So our time zone is Asia, Kolkata. So click here network. Okay, here showing my network. When I click here, they show my DNS name, my IP address, and everything they show here. This is my present system IP address. So this is the gateway name and everything. Now click here storage. Here by default 3 partitions is there. Here swap size is 2 only is there, but that is not my correct swap size. I want to increase the swap size. That's why what I want to do means, so when I increase the swap size, here it will be reduced. So click here, click this drop down box. Here swap, I want to increase. Click here, click this. This is the change button. Click this button. Now here, click this size mode is there. No, click this drop down box and click manual. And here present swap size. Here I'm entering as. Here I want to enter as 256 GB. I'm providing the swap size and deselect this one. Allow growing and click accept. Now see here, my swap size is 256 GB and slash root is 643 GB. In slash root only, every installation and everything will be stored. Okay, here there is no changes. And click software here and click here change selection. Here compulsory graphical environment, you want to select this one compulsory. When we select only on environment, we want to log in is possible. That's why we select this one compulsory. When we scroll down, here for SAP purpose, they provide some options. Here we want to select SAP database server base also. Here we want to select SAP applications. Here we select this one also, SAP high availability for SAP database. Select this one, SAP high availability for SAP applications. So they provide some new options. We want to select that one and select SAP monitoring and select SAP system UI also and select this one. Who want to install Oracle database in this operating system? For that also, we want to select Oracle server base also. So we want to select that options. After selecting that options, click authentication. Here, you want to create your own user, means create, but I am not creating my own user, and click edit here. So root, our user is root, select use password. So I want to log in into this Linux operating system by using user root, and I want to create password for root user. I'm entering as basis.123. Small letters I'm providing as or otherwise I provide as root user. No, I provide as root.123. In small letters, I am providing root.123. So you set your own password. Here I am providing root.123 in small letters. That is my password, root.123 in small letters, and click accept. So everything is ready. So here, overview. This is about to overview whatever we selected software details they show here. So here host name and registration, localization and network and storage. So everything. So is there any changes must change here? Software and authentication. Is there any change must change here? Suppose there is no changes means finally click install. Click install and click continue. Now installing is started. It is started installing. We want to wait depending on your hardware. It will take time depending on your RAM, depending on your process. It will take time. We want to wait until the OS installation is completed. Total 1445 files is there. It will be complete means the OS installation will be complete. We want to wait. It will take time. So when this installing is running time, you did not restart or shut down the system. When you restart or shut down the system, what will be happen is you did not get successful installation. So that's why we want to wait until the success message. You did not power off your system. So it will take time depending on your hardware. It will be complete fastly in my system. We want to wait. Okay, now here username is root in small letters. I'm entering and press enter key on keyboard and enter the root password. Small letters. My root password is root.123. I enter the password and press enter key on keyboard. Okay, now here click this one and click settings. There automatically they taken correct date and time. Okay, now here power is there. Click power and here deselect this one. Automatic screen blank. Deselect that one. Now close this one. Now click this one and click this icon and click console. Like terminal, this is console. Terminal like that. Now I want to check this system IP address. Command is IP space ADDR is the command. Enter IP space ADDR command. Enter. Now this system IP address is 192.168.0.169. That is the IP address. I close this one. Now here I'm not in Linux operating system. This is my main operating system, Windows 11. Click here. In Windows 11 and Windows 10, we have terminal. Click terminal to open. Okay, now I want to connect to the Linux operating system by using terminal. SSH space root user. Username is root at the rate of 192.168.0.169. Enter. They're telling connection refuse. So why miss? Go to Linux operating system and click here and click this one and here type settings and click this settings. Scroll down. Here system is there. Click settings. System. Here secure shell is there. Click this secure shell. Here secure shell. Here click this one. Select. Okay, now close. Close. Now once again in terminal, I click up arrow on my keyboard. I got save what I type, enter. Now we got it. Type as enter. Now they're asking password. My root user password is root.123. Enter. I enter correct password only, but they're telling it wrong. Why is so? So permission is not allowed. Root password permission is not allowed. Now what we want to do? So what means we go to Linux operating system and click this one and click files. Here other location they removed. They removed other location here. There is no other location here. Now what I want to do is, so here, click here, remove root, only slash, enter. They show now. Okay, here, in which location we want to go is USR location. Double click USR, double click ETC location. In ETC location, SSH is there. Scroll down. In ETC, SSH folder is there. You want to go to that folder. Here, double click this folder. Now here in SSH folder, we want to open terminal. Right click and click open in console. Now here in console USR, ETC, SSH is there. Now here type LL or LS, enter. When we type LL, they show like this. When we type LS, they show like this. What is this means? In that folder, in SSH folder, what are the files, what are the folders is available, we want to see for that purpose. Now here, we want to go to this folder. Go to this folder. We want to go to that folder. So now, I am entering the command vi space, that one. Okay, SSHD underscore config, enter. Now here, scroll down. Here is the mouse. Use down arrow on keyboard. Scroll down. Here is there. Permit root login, prohibit password is there. Here it is not. Now what we want to do is I copy this one. Enter from permit, we want to copy. Okay, press enter key. Sorry, here. Press enter key. Okay, now I want to edit. Edit means Alt plus I. Press Alt button and press I button on keyboard. Now insert is there. Press enter key. Now here, there I want to type this one. Copy. Paste. Permit root login space. Type S in small letters. So what here you are telling, I want to give permission for root login. So now I want to save. Save means press escape button and shift plus colon. Sorry. Shift plus colon. Yeah. WQ special symbol. This is for saving. And press enter key. It is saved. Okay. Now whatever I tell, it is saved. Permission okay. Now what we want to do is sudo space systemctl system control space restart. I am telling restart. After restart, it will be changed like that. For that purpose, I am telling restart. Restart space sshd. That is the command. Enter. So they're telling okay, it is done. Now once again, sudo space firewall dash cmd space minus reload. This is the command. I'm reloading that one. Okay, reload that one. Enter. They're telling successfully reload. So it is successfully reloaded. It is completed. Now here, close this terminal. Once again, open new terminal. And type the command sss space root at the rate of 192.168.0.169, my IP address, SUSE Linux IP address, enter. They're asking root password. Root password is root.123, small letters, enter. Now successfully we log in. Have a lot of fun. We successfully log in into that Linux operating system. By using terminal, I successfully connected to the Linux operating system. Now I want to activate some one. So I want to activate some things. This is the activation is there for me. So I'm using that one. I'm copying that one. Okay. Enter. Is there any updates like that? I'm doing activating. Successfully registered system. It is successfully registered. Now type Jaipar. Refresh. Enter. Refresh everything. Now Jaipar update. So is there any updates? Everything they do. Enter. Now type Y and press enter to continue the updates. So is there any updates? Everything is there means they update everything, packages, everything, whatever updates is there, they update everything we want to build. Okay, updates is completed. So once we want to restart the system, there is a command to restart init space 6 small letters. That is the command for restarting. For you see, present here, it is running. I close this one, type exist to close, enter. I close this one also. Present here in Linux operating system is running. I enter here command init space 6, enter. Here, terminal is disconnected. Terminal is disconnected. You see here it is restarting. Okay, now here click not listed and click here username root in small letters, enter. My root user password is root.123 in small letters, enter. Now we successfully log in. Now once again here SSH space root at the rate of 192.168.0.169 is the command to connect to the Linux operating system, enter. My root password is root.123 small letters, enter. Okay, we connected. Now once again, is there any updates like that? Once again, I am entering same registration one, activation that one, enter. Okay, Jaipar, refresh. I'm checking, I'm refreshing, enter. Okay, Jaipur update. Once again, I am checking is there any updates or not. Enter. So nothing updates. So everything is ready. So now I want to type exist to log out from Linux operating system. Enter. Now I want to type exist to close the terminal. Type exist. Enter. Okay. Now this Linux operating system is ready for installing SAP software. So we successfully installed SUSE Linux 16, latest version SUSE Linux 16 for SAP software installation purpose. How to install? Every step by step is there. Clearly, we follow this entire video. You in your personal laptop, you install SUSE Linux operating system successfully for installing SAP software purpose.